Hey everybody, Marcus here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I have got the Avata 2 with me today, and I haven't flown this drone in a long time. In fact, we're in April, and the last time I flew this was probably October of last year. So what does that mean? I'm way behind in firmware. So I'm going to update the firmware on it today, and I thought I'd take you guys along with me and just show you how to update the firmware on your Avata 2. So now the components that I have are, of course, the drone itself and the DJI Goggles 3. Always protect the back of them from the sun. You don't want the sun shining in there, so I usually just put the battery part of it in there to shade that. And then I have the Motion Controller 3. Now you may have a DJI FPV controller. I don't have one, but I'm sure it's going to be the same way. You just power it up and it will update with everything else. So what are we going to do? First thing we're going to do is fire up the drone. So let's turn that on now. And of course it's the usual short press and long press. And I can see I better take off my gimbal cover here before I start. And let's do a short press and long press. And I can see it's firing up, and you heard it fire up there. And now I'm going to turn on the goggles, flip up the antenna here, although I don't know if that's completely necessary. But I'm going to turn on the goggles, same thing, short press and long press. And the goggles are fired up, and I'm going to do the same thing with the motion controller, power button on the side here, short press and long press. And we got everything running. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my iPhone and I'm going to start a screen recording so you can see what I'm doing. So the next step is to open up the Fly app on my iPhone, and I've got an iPhone 15 Pro, whichever version you have, or even an Android phone. And I'm going to open up the DJI Fly app. And the next thing I need to do is I need to hook the Fly app on my phone up to the goggles. So on the goggles down here, you're going to see a USB-C port plug. So you've got the USB-C, I should have said that, USB-C to USB-C data cable. And I'm going to plug the other end into my phone. And we should see here pretty quickly. Yeah, so I can see what the drone's seeing here. Let's go back, and it says Fly Safe requires updates. So I'm going to go ahead and update the Fly Safe database. Now it's giving me the firmware update. So that's the one that I want to do first, and it's downloading. It's automatically downloading it, and you can see there. So it's going to download to, and I'm reading this, so that's why I'm looking down, 01.00.0400. This added the power loop and easy acro mode. Now, I've never done that, so that'll be something to try. The N3 goggles, those are the new kind of lower priced goggles. Adds protection, landing protection. I'm not sure what that means when used with the DJI Goggles N3. And DJI Goggles 3 and RC Motion 3 fixed some known issues. And now I'm getting to the point, it's got it downloaded and it's going to say update. So we're going to click that, and it is downloading still. Now it's installing. But also then down for the Goggles 3, 01.00.0800, added support for iNav on navigation display when used with the DJI O4 unit. You guys are going to know, you guys that do FPV are going to know what that means. I have no clue. Fix some known issues. And then the Motion Controller 3 adds support for the DJI Neo. Now, I've never flown my Neo with the Motion Controller. That'll be something that I need to try, or the goggles. And then it also says fix some known issues. So it's installing right now, and it's going to go through each one of them one at a time. And I'm sure we'll hear them power on and power off as they go here. And I'm not going to make you sit through it here. I'm just going to watch it happen, and I'll comment when needed. So I see a red light flashing on the Avata 2, so I know that it's going through a firmware update right now. I'm going to, just for the fun of it, I'm going to look in the goggles and see if I can see what it says in there. And yeah, it just says updating. So, you know, as you would expect. And I should have said at the start, make sure you have plenty of battery power. I had a full charge on all of these devices. I would make sure that you have at least 50% or better. So I don't know if it updates everything at the same time, but I am seeing the 2 green lights blinking on the Motion Controller 3 that would indicate a firmware update, although I'm still seeing a red light on the Avata 2, so I'm not sure exactly which order they're all updating, but it's in the process. We're 67% through. So I'm seeing a green light blinking on the Avata 2 now, and it just restarted. And oh yeah, lots of things restarting. This guy just restarted as well. And it's blinking back and forth. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, the green light. It's alternating, so I'm sure it is updating. And the Avata 2 restarted again. We're at about 89%. So I was getting alternating red and green on the Avata 2, so it's kind of interesting watching all the lights beeping. And I see this one is solid green lights again, so I assume the firmware update is done on the Motion 3. Now, yeah, okay, so now I'm seeing the goggles starting to blink. We're at 94%. And the 4 lights, well, let me turn this around so you can see it. They blinked just once. Yeah, and I heard the fan stop and restart. So I'm thinking the goggles are updating now too. We have a solid bright green light on the Avata 2. So we are almost there. We're at 95%. Okay, so we just got a beep there, and it's showing 100% firmware updated device will automatically restart and resume connection. If firmware is updated via mobile device, reconnect with the device manually. So, yeah, so it looks to me, what I always do after I update is restart everything. But we're going to do something else before we check that. I've on my phone here, and I'm, well, I don't want to unplug yet. I'm going to click Got It here, and we're going to go back to the main page, and we're going to click on Profile at the bottom, and we're going to click then on Settings at the bottom of that, and you're going to see Check for Firmware Updates at the top. We're going to click on that, and checking version, and it should say Firmware Up to Date. And it does. So we saw very briefly it asked for a FlySafe database, and so we can see right there it says check for FlySafe database updates. I'm not going to click on that. I want to go back to that main page and see if it asks for that, and it doesn't. But I know we can do it in Profile, Settings. So let's check for FlySafe database updates, and let's update that while we're at it. Yeah, and it says that it needs an update. We're going to go ahead and click Update and Update. So it's going to download it. This will take just a second, I think. So that quickly we got update successful, and we should be good to go. So one of the things that I always do after I'm done with an update is I shut everything down and restart it, and I recommend that you do that. But that's basically about it. This is a quick video, just kind of showing you how to get all this stuff updated. It was about time that I did it. And now I've been kind of getting excited about flying this guy again. So in the next few days or so, I hope to get this guy out, and I want to try out that power loop and easy acro. But anyway, that's about it. This is Marcus with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I appreciate that you took the time to watch this video today. And of course, we'll see you on the next one. The DJI Avata 2, just an absolute fun little drone, and I regret not flying it more. See you guys later.